We're here at the third annual Brazil IT Forum in Sao Paulo, and very pleased to have our first guest of today, the CIO at Embraer, Alexandre Baule. Alexandre, as a CIO, encounters almost identical issues that many CIOs face in North America. And one of the things I want to talk to you first about is the classic opportunity to educate the lines of business around how to use IT as an enabler. So the big picture we often talk about is IT more as the services-based organization. For you and your relationships with the lines of business, what are you actually trying to do? How is that relationship evolving? What is the perspective you think you need to provide?
Well, we have been more and more challenged to be really innovators in the business and allow our business areas to excel and to really fulfill their strategic objectives using IT as a leverage. And this is more and more being done, passing the IT budget to them. So the IT projects are more and more in the budget of the business areas, and IT is more and more a provider of know-how in how they can incorporate this best-of-breed IT technology on their businesses. So we are there to help them to allow this process to be disciplined and have a governance that ensures that Embraer IT architecture is a whole and functions properly. Otherwise, you have all the business areas working their own IT systems and they don't talk together, and that's the situation we must avoid. So more and more the challenge is for us to educate business areas in IT enterprise architecture and in governance of IT. So while leaving them having the freedom and the flexibility to react and ingrain rapidly the opportunities of IT technology, is to keep it as a functioning whole and something that is functional company-wide in a global company.
So that's a very, very interesting perspective. Can you give us some tangible ideas around how IT is producing that value in terms of, mobile or agile or cloud?
Well, first, we are colocalizing IT. So we have business architects, IT people in the business areas. What I used to say that the local CIOs. And those local CIOs are participating on the business process and trying to bring IT solutions to the business problems they see. So Embraer, for instance, we are using a lot of mobile technology. For example, we have the dust crop airplane. And those guys operate far away on the field, and they have to do all the pre-flight planning and all that. So we put all the flight planning into the iPads. And so we are providing technology solution to a problem that they detect, how we can help the pilots in the middle of a cornfield to make a flight calculation process. And we use a geolocalization and all that to help the guys to control the flight. We are working a lot with social networks and helping our communication guys to provide to the company a fast way to capture and distribute knowledge. We are helping the engineering department on knowledge management. This is a very key and very important stuff for them. So what we are trying to do is to bring IT methodologies to the business arena and be there as IT coach for those guys so they can help themselves on implementing technology. At the same time, we always have the background problems of ensuring that the infrastructure is there, that the Wi-Fi is available, that the data center is there, and that we can get this technology working properly in a global arena.
Okay, fair enough. Now, one of the presentations we heard from earlier today was from J&J, and one of the things he kept on talking about was how much value has been created from their outsourcing partner. They're learning process and quality and injecting from the outsourced partner and injecting it back into the business. To what degree are you using outsourcing partners, and is that something you see in terms of that value?
It's extremely important. We see that Embraer IT should focus on what is Embraer specifics. the business processes, the understanding of our business, and how we can put that working better and achieving excellence through IT. So more and more our IT, as I said, is focusing on architecture, on governance, on project management, and we work heavily with partners. Today, more than 60% of our full-time employees in IT are from partners. What we did is we went into the market to figure out what are the best of breed partners. We certified them on our methodology. We tried to bring up long-term partnerships so they understand and they cooperate and collaborate with us for a long-term contract.
Okay. Last question. Relative to that, do you have preferred geographies? Do you like to keep your outsourcing relationships just in Brazil, LATAM, worldwide? What's your perspective?
Well, in general, the rule is we seek for the best. The best is best value added. It's not the cheapest, but the best value, whenever they are. Of course, many times for commercial relationship or political relationships, we give a preference to some geographies, many times bound by regulations of specific needs of a relationship with countries. But in general, no, we operate in the United States, in Europe, in Asia, and in Brazil for sure. And we seek knowledge and expertise and excellence whenever they are. We are in a very competitive environment, so we should aim for the best, nothing less than that.
Very good. Well, I'll be thinking of you next time I'm flying out of LaGuardia in an Embraer Air.
Yeah, be welcome. Or even if you want to buy an executive jet.
Okay. I'll be doing that after the interview.
Yeah.
All right. Nice to speak with you.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.